to right, Russell Westbrook.
You love the Philadelphia Eagles. Let me get a hell yeah!
What's going on? It is Dibes, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Welcome to Party on Broad. Today we have a super special show for you today. We're going to do some Power Hours, a special Disney Power Hour. We're going to guess the song title. We're going to guess the movie. We're going to just have some fun. We have people from all over the country and the nation and everywhere joining us today. Let's talk a little bit about how the coronavirus has affected you. For me personally, my daughter's daycare has been shut down. So I have watched nothing but Disney Plus movies from Star Wars. You name it. So that's how it's been. How about you, Nicole?
I am a healthcare worker, so I've been traveling to work every day. So it's been real there. It's going well, though. Everyone's healthy, thank goodness.
So we're all dealing with the coronavirus in our own special way. Next up, we have Courtney and we have Coyle. They live in Philadelphia. Courtney, how is the coronavirus affecting your life?
I mean, I'm just working from home. Otherwise, all good. Honestly, there are people out and about, so nothing too different right now.
What about you, Coyle?
I've been going into work this week just because we had to do some supporting. I work in IT, and we had to do supporting for. I work for a healthcare company, so we've been doing some support for that. We're putting people home, so I've been doing a lot of that. The city's empty. It is insane. I've never seen it like this. I take public transportation every day, and it is insanely empty. It's just me and maybe one or two other people in there. So it's kind of a crazy situation that we have going on. People are kind of taking it into effect when it comes into the business sector of Philadelphia. But in the home where we live in South Philadelphia, it's a little bit different, where people are still hanging out, yelling out the window at each other and stuff like that. So it's kind of crazy. But we're just over here self-quarantining and drinking some beers.
Cheers.
There it is. Next up, we have Trisha from Lancaster. Dude, how is it affecting your life? How is it affecting your job? What's going on?
Honestly, it hasn't changed because I am also an essential because I work for Coca-Cola. So we supply grocery stores. So we are out there every day. Every person in our company is out there, including our president. So everyone is hands-on. But I can tell you, there's still a lot of people out and about in Lancaster County right now. They have not slowed down at all. So no one here is listening. That's how it's changed. No one in Lancaster County is listening.
Wow. Go ahead, Ryan.
They're going to Walmart. They're going to Target. Everywhere.
What about you, Ryan? Right. Next up, we have Ryan from Washington, D.C. What's life like social distancing in Washington, D.C.?
I have been here in my apartment since last Saturday. I've gone to the 7-Eleven, which is 1 block from me, to get more energy drinks. But other than that, I've been here. And I think DC's doing their own thing. I am quarantined due to my work. But other than that, I'm not risking anything. So.
Next up, we have Logan from Lancaster, PA. Dude, how's life, man?
So we had to shut down our factory yesterday. So there wasn't much time to react to it. We sort of saw it coming down the road and have been making the plans. And for the Coil, with what you were doing earlier with your organization, is probably the same as what we're doing with ours. And now we get to take a stab at trying to work remotely. And it's really going to change the way that we engage with our customers, and I'm sure that we're going to stumble. Luckily, we have an audience that understands. I think that everybody at the end of the day is in the same boat. We're trying to look at the same problem from different angles, whether it's healthcare or from business or from how do I support this new dynamic on the IT side. So, there's a lot going on.
And we have a very special guest here to finish us up here. It is Bree. She lives in Italy. Bree, take center stage here. What's it like?
So it's very interesting. I've been in lockdown in my house for the past 2 weeks, but the city really is completely dead. Before the lockdown, because it's an actual nationwide lockdown, so that means nobody can go out, and that unless they have something necessary that they have to do, like grocery shopping or going to the pharmacy, or if they also work in any of the hospitals. So the situation is really severe here, and the police are out, and they'll give you tickets if you don't have a paper saying where you're going to go. So they're tracking people. It's not really working completely at the moment. The numbers are still continuing to rise with deaths. So they're going to probably put in a fact that they're going to start tracking people's phones more individually, like South Korea did. So unfortunately, that's our reality at the moment, and that's supposed to be until April 3rd. I bought a fitness bike for my house. So I'm biking away. Maybe I'll put it out on my balcony so I get the real effect of being outside. You gotta be inventive.
You need the 80s music. You need the pink, tight suit. You need the whole thing.
Yep.
Put on the weekend blinding lights.
There you go.
Yeah,
I'm
Bree,
sorry?
how's it dating inside your lockdown zone?
Oh, well, there's virtual dates. I had a virtual date last night. We watched a Netflix movie together. So there's Netflix party.
You watch.
We watched Shaq.
Shaq?
Anybody? Shaq? Or
No.
Shaq?
What is that?
It was a funny movie with what's his name? Samuel Jackson.
Oh, Chef.
Oh,
Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chef.
I don't know.
God.
Obviously, it was a
Really good movie.
Obviously,
Do well with this Disney Power Hour, Can't remember any titles, so this is great.
You're going to do great in Power
We're
Hour.
watching the movie.
All right.
I'm screwed.
So, Bree, how do you virtually watch a movie? So do you have one system that's running the FaceTime, and then do you hit pause at the same time? Do you sit at the very start and try to remain silent? Like, how do you do this?
So get this. Actually, Netflix is implemented. It's called Netflix Party. And if you have Chrome, you can download the add-on attachment extension of this party, and whoever has Netflix can actually enter in and create the party. So you can send the link to people to join, and you can watch it at the same time. And there's like a little, it's like going back to AOL, the AIM. You can message people on the screen. It's great.
Hold on, time out. What was everybody's AIM instant messenger screen name? Mine was Lincoln6984.
Kobe 5274.
Long ball 09. Chicks dig the long ball.
Chicks dig the long ball.
I'm not even kidding.
24.
All right.
Love to run. I didn't even like to run.
27.
Prime Manor.
Smalls 50214.
Still is.
I'm not gonna admit mine.
I logged in the other day and I saw Smalls. I was like, oh, she's still active.
All right. So welcome to Life of Social Distancing. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a power hour of Disney movies where we're going to guess the movie. I guess, are we going to guess the song title? Like, what are the rules here?
We'll do the year.
We'll do the year?
Movie year.
All right,
Let's
we're
do
going
the
to
year.
guess the movie, the song title, and the year. Does that sound good?
Well, it may not be the. Is it?
Ooh, that's a
Is
lot.
it the actual song?
No song.
No song
We
title.
don't-
Just the movie and the year.
Yeah.
Movie year.
Do we have enough Disney movies to do this for an hour?
We're going to do this
Is
for an
there
hour.
enough?
The rules are you have to take a drink, a
Before.
shot of beer. You have to take a shot of beer. We're going to play it right down below. You'll see it on our
That's a
screen right
really
there.
small beer.
And
Well,
remember,
what kind of cider is that? That
we
looks
also
good.
have Courtney from Philadelphia. She will be
Cheater.
collecting the
Crooked
scores.
marker? It's a tea.
That looks
They make
delicious.
tea now.
Really?
It's a seltzer, but it's
Oh, I thought you were
Oh gosh, Logan, you're screwed.
Too late for me to get that now. What are you drinking?
No, it's not. The
I'm
beer
stirring the
distributor-
pot right now.
I'm drinking ciders. What are you drinking,
Kraken
Phil?
and ginger.
This is my next.
She has a different one than you. You have Angry Orchard. What do you have?
So
This
we
is
are
a
on to Miller Lite
Yeah, we have a
and
bunch of ciders.
seltzers.
Very nice.
Kraken and ginger.
All right. So we are going
tequila.
to play a
Lemon.
drinking game.
And one single fat tire.
I've got IMDb ready.
We have IMDb ready. She's going to fact check us while we play. Whoever
All right.
guesses the movie title and the year first gets the points. And we do this for 1 hour, and you drink every 60 seconds. You guys ready?
Ready?
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. Yes. Woo!
I also want to say Diver is a cheater.
Peter.
Every
He's the
single
host.
games. So you guys will see it, and we also will have this live that we can see it. So we can call him out when he's actually cheating.
That's fair. Let's do this.
I can't wait. Can't wait to replay this.
Is this the intro or are we
This is
guessing?
the
Do we
intro.
take a shot now?
Disney.
Everybody
Freaking intro.
take your first shot now.
Disney.
Disney intro.
Hey, Corona!
I called it. I called it.
1905. Intro, 1905.
Oh no! Walt Disney was. I don't think he was born by that point. I give it a 1946. When was? When was
The first
They're
movie
well
was in
before that, my
1930.
friend.
1952, actually.
All right, here we go.
Lion King.
Lion King.
Lion King, 94.
94.
I said 94.
93.
94.
We're way before you.
You drink first?
No way.
96.
93.
92.
I already guessed it.
94. All
1994.
It's 1994. I have it.
Oh,
right, I got 94.
No, I got
I'll just give each of you one.
All right,
No, that's not how
Phil
it
got
works.
94.
Yes, it
You got
is.
Lion King.
Oh, this is Disney songs.
Foil.
I was gonna say I yelled.
from movies.
Lion King.
Wait, are we doing? We're doing movies.
Movies and the year it
Not the
was.
song
Movie
name.
and the year.
Because they may not show us.
You got the point for the movie.
I said Lion King.
Foil.
I thought you guys did. I split them.
All right, then you
I
got
got
the
the
year.
point.
I said
I got
94.
Yeah, 1 point each.
We got 1 and 1.
All right, fine.
Too
You're
complicated.
cheating already.
Get your drink ready.
Up.
Oh.
Cinderella,
Cinderella.
1939.
Oh,
Oh God,
93.
Cinderella,
56.
1963.
Yeah,
1984.
1963.
No, 1991.
You're
39.
close.
1950.
Is it Price
This
is
is
Right?
1950, guys. It's
1950.
1950.
1950.
There, maybe
What?
Nobody got it. Nobody got it.
Right, Wolf?
Oh,
No, it's
shit.
That's-
Don't forget,
Yeah, you on
you
your
have
phone?
to drink first before you guess. First drink, then guess.
There's
We
no-
will be reviewing these scores at the end of
Wait,
this.
We
that's
have,
in
we have
94.
instant replay here.
God.
We will have to review.
I can't believe it's that old.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
one
yeah.
of the.
I got
one of the-
Cinderella, right?
Little
Under
Mermaid.
the sea. Under the sea.
Little Mermaid.
Oh gosh.
1997.
1994.
No.
96.
That's way too old.
1991.
1996.
89.
1970.
Ah. Oh.
What was
Trisha?
it?
Oh wait, I was gonna say we may not be able to guess the year because it's giving us that.
Yeah, you have to get it before it
Wait,
comes
where's
out.
this thing?
Oh, I
at?
didn't even see
See
that.
that though.
Where did it?
Am I gonna
didn't
get
see
that?
at all.
So who got Lion King or who got Little Mermaid?
I
got
got
under
89.
We all yelled it.
I guessed it
That's
before
what I
it came
did.
up. I can say that. Honor system.
I would
This
say
is gonna be
Courtney.
really tough, guys.
We could go.
I
We
was
could
gonna
go
say,
back to
this
the.
is this
to the
one's gonna be
tape.
hard. We
You
actually
guys-
know these.
You guys can see how close that was.
Where does it say year? I didn't see.
Yeah,
Oh,
there was a
that's
thing.
wrong.
that
There's a little thing that shows up at the bottom sometimes.
Hey, I'm taking the year.
Beauty and the
said- Just
Beast.
stop reading the Beast. 99.
No,
Said it. Trisha
No,
said it.
it's
Had it
TV.
1992.
1992.
93.
92.
This is
96.
93.
90.
Son of a bitch!
Didn't have enough time to think. Yeah.
All right, I got Gaston.
I'm on the board.
You didn't have
All right, I will
I don't
try
like the
to.
fact they don't
I
have like a
keep
little
doing
spot
song
where you
title.
can
You don't
drink
do
up
song
and
title.
then go.
I feel like somebody has to like tune me in
Hey,
for
can-
when I drink.
Can you put something over that? Take it out of full screen?
What do you want?
No, just
No?
it
What do you need?
doesn't come up right away, and we're gonna be right on point with like.
I was gonna say we know these movies.
What's happening?
Everybody tape over that spot.
Look at that card chest.
I have all my friends on top, and I have the screen right in the middle. So
My
I am not
screen's
full
on
screen.
top.
All right, let's just move to movie.
Oh,
No, we can do the
Alice in
movie.
Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland. Damn it.
19.
89.
87.
1963.
1942.
97?
59.
You guys are
51.
throwing me off with your dates. I'm like
70.
51, and you guys threw me off.
To me? To you?
Guess you.
To me?
All right. Trisha, what do you got?
What do you mean? The year?
Date. Yeah.
1951.
It's already out.
Oh, I said 59.
What was it?
It's
Ryan.
51, right?
Terrible at this. I forgot there was television way before
This is too
the
easy.
90s.
No, keep the kitty. Don't push the kitty away.
There.
It's a cuddle.
Aw, kitty cat.
She's old. She's 16. Look at her.
Jungle Book.
Sugar Pop.
1964.
King Louis.
1992.
68.
1964.
88.
1964. The Jungle Book.
This is
Oh,
old. This is,
Oh, I got 68. Who,
65.
did I hear
It
67
was
from somebody?
67, guys.
Is it the Price is Right rules?
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
I think
close
it-
count. Do I get both?
What is the year?
60.
I was at 68. It's 67.
Oh, I said 65.
86.
I
Give
said
it, give it to Logan. Logan gets it.
Yeah,
So I got both of them.
it's the movie.
Ooh.
What was
Come on, bring it. Let's dance. Yeah.
Just want to let everybody know I'm drinking liquor. Everybody's
Thank
drinking beer.
Dancing.
You should be drinking every liquor, every shot. You need to
Appreciate
drink
you,
water
Bree.
in between. No, you guys need to drink water in between.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Oh,
Pocahontas.
Pocahontas.
96.
94.
94.
91.
96.
93.
98.
No, no, no. 80. 90. 90. 90. 90.
90.
91.
It's 90.
98.
Oh, damn.
Ah,
Okay. We got Pocahontas.
I got Pocahontas.
I got Pocahontas.
me too.
We got
I
Pocahontas.
said I yelled Pocahontas.
I didn't drink.
Me too.
Have you ever heard Moonshine to the Blue Corn Moon?
The tape is going to tell. You watch.
Have you ever seen the
Where did
Legend
you
of
some, like,
Everybody
referees
who
come in
just
here?
allowed me to get gypped there, just rewind another 15 seconds.
Have you ever seen the
Excuse me.
acorn drop
Excuse
upon
me, the song is just around the river bend, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's not
and
the
never
It's
seen
not
the
the
colors of the wind? Oh, it's just around the riverbed. It's
Just around the riverbend.
Just
Yeah.
around the riverbed.
look at that raccoon.
Oh,
Frozen.
Frozen.
2000 and
2013.
oh, no, wait, 2011.
By the way,
2017.
I still
I
haven't
already
seen
said that.
2014.
Oh.
2013. It was closest.
2017.
Oh,
I said 13.
Wow.
I definitely said 13.
I still haven't seen Frozen, and I never will.
We got Frozen.
And I
I
won't.
know where
I got
Frozen.
Frozen.
You have to make sure you guys are drinking before.
I
We
did.
did.
13. I said 13.
Hey, Jim, let's go to the tape.
Now, can I drink?
Ryan,
Can I
that's
drink
all
right now
bullshit.
for the next one?
No, you have to wait till the.
No, you have to wait for it to change.
You
So
drink.
we all have to drink right as it
At the
changes.
same
Right.
time, we all have
Yeah.
Also, you have to have it down on the table.
Yeah, you straight up cheating.
It's
I
not
said
cheating.
13.
It's the clarification of the rules.
You can't be
Courtney,
talking
I said 13.
Courtney over here, who's Miss Cheater McCheaterson.
Whoa. Oh.
Hercules.
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 No. Hercules. Hercules.
98,
got that one.
98, 98,
97.
98.
97.
99.
97.
97.
97.
96.
Whoa!
96.
I said 97 already.
98.
I said 97 already.
I said
Kidding
97.
me?
I said 97.
Are you kidding me? Are you even kidding me right now?
Who said the?
I said 97 way before you, Logan. Between me and Bree.
Are you even kidding me right now?
Come on,
Bree,
Bree.
when did you say 97?
I heard right.
I said 1997.
Ryan said it first. He's Ryan.
I said Hercules first.
Oh my God! I will punch a baby in the face.
Hey, we're racking in points over here.
Hercules. I said 1997 because I knew I wasn't going to get it.
Hey, here we go. Here we go.
We're going to the team
My
on that.
knee.
Milan. Oh,
Milan.
1997.
Milan.
95.
1999.
95.
1998.
97.
I heard a female voice.
Ryan, what did you say?
Yeah, Elsa didn't drink.
Woo!
I go with
You have to drink first.
No, there was
I
no
drank
drinking
first.
involved.
I drank first.
You have to drink.
I drank
There was
first.
no drinking involved.
I was gonna say if we're pulling that, then I got it first.
Thank you, Bree.
God, I can't wait for this live action movie.
Keep forgetting
It's
to
going to be
drink.
the best live action Disney film
good.
ever.
It's really good.
It, like
Right.
everything
Really.
points to
Really good.
this is going to be mind blowing.
But you can't hold it in your hand when it's cheating.
I don't have a table.
Yes, you do.
By the way, I've also never seen Milan.
Can you
I have it on my
You've never
knee.
seen Milan?
Kneecap.
Oh, it's such a great movie.
It's one of the
And
best.
then
It's, so good. It's one of the best. It is one of the best.
I'll watch Milan. I won't watch.
No, you
Frozen.
said you didn't want to watch it.
No, Frozen.
We just watched
too.
Frozen 2. It was really good.
Oh yeah.
I
Frozen 2 is really cute.
I want to.
Frozen.
Oh,
Moana.
Mona 2007.
No, 2000.
2017.
2017.
Ah,
Jesus Christ.
2016.
I'm pooping the
Yeah,
bed.
Mo.
Ryan, I think that your internet.
Who got Milan? Who
Who
said
said
it?
Mulan?
Hold on,
I
what's
said
on the
Mona.
internet, Jamie?
No,
Moana. It's Moana.
I heard Jamie. I did hear Jamie.
no, I heard Trisha.
I heard Jamie.
I'm both. Here we go.
You both get a point.
I stuttered because I didn't drink first.
Oh, well then you.
Oh, Trisha then.
You can't guess without drinking.
It's fine.
Is there enough
Dude,
Disney
Dwayne-
movies for an
Dwayne
hour?
Johnson killed
Oh,
this
yeah.
role.
I am drinking Kraken and ginger, Jamie. Get your
Don't
game.
take a full
Oh,
shot.
we have a whole gallon of
Hey!
Jameson for you.
Bree, are you doing a little water in between?
No. Ryan's
I
still
have
standing.
Whiskey.
Oh.
Does that count?
It is
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hercules!
Emperor's New Groove.
No. Oh, Diver.
Emperor's New Groove 2000.
I just said that.
I heard that one.
Diabler got it.
1997.
I don't know. Diver said
2000.
Emperor.
No.
I
Jamie
was
said
putting it off
Emperor's
the
New
screen.
New Roots.
I think.
Yeah, after it came up.
Yeah.
Jamie may
Yeah.
have done all of it.
Jamie read it.
I read it from the screen. I'll admit it.
All right.
You know what? I respect your honesty. And I respect your
Beaters never win.
And I respect
I
you.
appreciate that.
But we are winning.
You're not.
No, Trisha's winning.
Trisha's winning.
Trisha
What?
is winning.
What?
We're
How is-
we're like equal here.
You're very
I will
close.
cheers to that.
It's not it.
You're very close.
Oh. Daffy Duck.
Three amigos. No,
No.
it's Three Amigos.
That's it.
Three Amigos.
Three-
Oil,
I already
Oil got
got
it.
it.
Three Amigos.
1974.
1969.
81. Oh, 43.
1965.
It's
I had
40
71.
74.
Anybody lower?
1943, guys, is the winner.
It was 19.
Bree, what are you
but
going
who's-
on over there?
who's lower?
I drank.
What was the year?
Nice.
This 1943. the
How's your
Greek
latency,
era.
Wow. Wow.
Three Calibros.
What was
We're
it,
just
Trisha?
dealing with a solid, like,
1943.
100 millisecond delay
That's
there.
really good
Both hearing it
graphics in
and-
There's,
1943.
there's canoodling. By the way, I got canoodling on my side this time.
No canoodling.
I canoodled.
It's not allowed.
No one was close. He said it. Yeah.
Bree, this is a setup against
I
you.
said Three Amigos.
Oh,
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
45.
Robin Hood, 1976.
I got Robin
1953.
Hood. I got Robin Hood.
46.
I got Robin Hood.
I
I
got
got Robin
Robin
Hood.
Hood.
59.
Why did I
I
get
said
that word?
76 to 73. Yes.
She got
69.
both.
Wait, what?
Nice.
Both.
It's 1973. Nobody got it.
I got 76. I'm a little close.
No, isn't it close?
69.
Isn't this horseshoes and hand grenades?
Hold up, come out.
He's been playing too much Call of Duty, obviously.
No, it's when it. What is it? Does that say soju?
I should probably drink.
Oh my gosh, I want to order.
Do you want soju? I have soju.
What's that? What is soju?
Soju is a great band.
Right there, the peach is my jam.
Who-
Are
I
you
need more
drinking?
liquor. Hold on.
Hey.
You
Trisha,
can't hold on. Hurry up.
we're making a trip. We're making a trip.
I stocked up. I have 4 bottles.
Oh, I hate you.
What is that? I've never had it.
Aladdin, 1994.
Aladdin.
1994. Doesn't win. 93.
1995.
98.
It's 94.
95.
Ooh,
Give me both of
97.
those.
I
Give
was
me both.
92.
My
It's
favorite
92.
Disney.
Trish, you're
96.
closest.
Give me
Both
both.
time. You got double points.
Aladdin, 94.
92, you piece of donkey.
He's a 6.
I'll be right back.
Hurry.
Do you want another beer, honey?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried
the blue
Robin Williams' best role ever.
No
100%.
way.
Best
Oh, Mrs.
ever.
Doubtfire was pretty awesome.
Goodwill Hunting.
So good. So good.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs.
Good
Doubtfire.
morning, Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
Oh, that's the
Best Robin Williams movie.
How about
I don't know.
Jumanji. Jumanji.
Ooh,
Hunting.
Jumanji
Goodwill
was
Hunting
good.
played a whole lot of
Patch Adams.
Tangled.
Brave.
Tangled.
Trisha said it.
Brave.
2012.
2014.
Oh, 2012.
Oh.
Got it. Double.
Diver got it.
No,
2012.
No, Diver got it.
2016.
14.
I haven't seen that.
Are you saying Diver?
It was good.
It's all right.
It was
Mediocre.
the best, but
No.
Really good at bow and arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul Diver. Oh my God.
What?
Of course. She has you and you two together.
Wait, what?
She's scoring you, Nicole, and you together.
I mean, I'm
That's
guessing
okay.
it. She's not.
that's okay.
Are you kidding? She just gave you 2 points.
I guess I'll be
No,
first.
that is not even. No, those two are together are like a monster. You can't do
I
no.
watched that movie the other day.
And take
What are
two.
you saying?
No, 1. I didn't give 2 that
I'm pretty good at free climbing.
Tyler got the year.
Yeah.
No, Frozen.
Tarzan, bitches.
Tarzan. It is.
I said
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice, Coyle. Very
98.
nice.
98.
It's
No.
That was
96.
good.
Coyle.
96.
Nice one.
99.
I thought you.
It's
Phil
got-
Collins, man. I love this fucking album.
99.
One of the most underrated Disney albums.
Me and Diver get. Yeah, it's Phil Collins.
What do you got there, Jamie?
So good.
It's
Best
just,
one,
I
though.
just found it at the beer store in Maryland. It's like a
Ooh.
cider. It's from
Ooh.
Sweden. Mango
Ooh.
raspberry.
Oh, say like us, it's Sweden. We're back on the chocolates. I don't know if that's a Swedish song.
What are you
I
talking
just made a voice up, and I was like, "That's how Swedes talk."
Definitely not.
Is this the same one? Oh,
Well done.
Tar-
Coyle. Well done.
It's
Trash,
still the same
Trash
thing.
Camp is the best Tarzan song.
No, we're good.
Trash
It's-
Camp.
Wait, did we go to the whole way?
Oh, we're in 2 worlds.
oh,
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty 1994.
Oh yeah.
No,
Whoa.
this is a
1995.
1940. 1940.
48. ooh, 59.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
1940.
54.
by the way, you're going to be surprised by a lot of these old ones.
Look at the. I know. They're pretty impressive, to be honest with you.
1995.
They use the same animation in like half the movies. They just changed.
It's
the
probably like 63.
No,
It's
this is really
59.
old. This is really old. This is one of the
Ooh.
first Disney movies.
I said
Jamie, well done, but damn.
What's the
It's-
real? What's
It was
the?
15. It was 59.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
Diver, where we
59?
at time wise?
5'9". 5.
Bree, was that a yawn?
It's only
Hey, Italy, wake up.
Hey, Italy.
Well, we're 18 minutes in.
Okay.
She's
God.
also 5 hours ahead of us.
6.
No, she can wake
Fuck
up.
off.
By the way, Bree, we were just
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yes, your line.
1938. 1930. No.
Oh,
we
is it
did this 1950.
41.
I got it.
41.
50.
No one got it.
1950.
I didn't
43.
see
This is on
I'm not even kidding.
Snow White.
A dream.
I did not.
Cinderella.
I would not. I don't lie. You know me. I don't lie.
It was Cinderella. No one got it.
Cinderella, 1950.
So the window.
What year?
Cinderella, 1950.
Is this Snow White or Cinderella?
It's
Cinderella.
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 Look at the
That's my man. Not my man. Where's Gus? Where's Gus?
Gus.
Gus. Where's Gus Gus?
He's the worst.
Oh my gosh, I need to watch one of these originals.
Oh,
Yes.
they're so good. Do you have Disney?
You have my
Plus?
password.
Oh, it's so good.
Ryan,
Just
I-
watch this.
I need it again.
No, you also created an account. I'm about to delete your account and take
Why?
your picture too.
No.
I want to take your picture.
Because I took a Tano.
No, he took baby. No, your brother took baby Yoda.
Logan
Peter
took
Pan.
Baby
Snow White and
Yoda.
Seven Dwarfs.
Peter
Peter
Pan.
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 Man.
That's me.
1968.
Wow.
This is me again, being a 1 year off on these stupid.
Once I got it down.
88.
Guys, what we're learning about Disney is that they plowed through movies between 1945 and 1955.
Yeah, no one was making anything like this at their time. Like they were so far ahead of their time. It wasn't. You look at cartoons,
Fantasia.
look at cartoons now; they don't look this good.
Yeah.
But you were also mimicking.
The same. The movies use the same animation. They
Well,
just
no,
change the character.
there's only certain parts of the movie that moved. Like the backgrounds
Correct.
don't move.
Correct.
And
And
the
now
problem,
they do.
the problem that you have with doing things like this.
Oh,
Winnie the
what
Pooh.
did we do?
Boo.
1967.
1962.
No, this isn't Disney. That's not Disney.
72.
That's not
Somebody
Disney.
look it up.
That's not Disney.
I said 1962.
Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
67.
That isn't Disney.
That's still not Disney.
Trish, what is the year? Do you know?
I
didn't
said
look it up
72.
because it's not Disney.
72.
Oh.
The Many
Whoa.
Adventures.
Dabbler, I said 72.
No, I said 72 before you did.
I said 67.
That's not. That's. Oh,
It's
look at it.
77. 1977.
I said
Wow.
75.
What was it?
I said 75.
Nicole got it.
77. No, it was 70. Someone said 76.
Are we doing close enough?
I said 57.
No. I don't think we were doing close enough.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
Not.
not anymore
We're
then.
not year. Not year.
Oh,
Where am I throwing my glasses?
I can't
I
do
Home
this.
on the range.
Count. Count.
Home on the range.
1988.
2002.
Oh,
4.
wow.
Jeez.
I hate that.
hasn't changed.
I hate him so much. It's not even funny. Like that's absolute BS. How does he know a stupid town? Whatever was it called?
Oh,
Home on
the
the range.
range.
Who watched that? Nobody watched that, Diver.
That is.
Yeah, nobody actually watched this movie except for Diver. He's the only one.
It's the weirdest psychedelic movie
Yeah,
I've
that's
ever
creepy.
seen.
What is this?
Yeah, this is wild.
This is when acid became real life.
In 2004.
In 2004, people were like, "Oh, I really like doing acid. Let's make a movie about it."
Oh,
Snow
Oh,
White.
shit.
No,
Wait,
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 wait.
wait.
Snow White.
1937.
Trisha got it.
1938.
1962.
43.
1987.
1943.
1949.
Yeah,
49.
43.
Coyle got it.
Yeah.
Guys, they had color.
Pencils. They had colored pencils. That's all they had.
What was the year?
Yeah.
49.
Damn.
In
1947,
1947.
they had all that?
Trisha.
What?
Dabbler, pause.
Pause.
What?
Look at that.
What?
Will you
What are you
pause?
pausing?
What's up?
What are you calling, Trisha?
What am I calling?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Date.
Oh, it says 1937.
Oof. Who's closest?
I got
No
it
one.
exactly.
I said 42.
I said 43.
I
How you
said
doing,
49.
Brittany?
I said 1937.
I mean, Coyle
Meh.
said it. But we're not.
Hey,
saying-
are you going to invite Romeo?
Courtney,
No.
you hear 1937?
Stand up.
He's quarantined.
I literally did this. 1937.
God Christ.
All
We're
right.
like 23 minutes
You
into
are
this. Logan's
Coyle. Christ.
All right, let's keep on moving,
Hold
or
up.
else
Wait a
we're
minute.
gonna be
Courtney,
gone.
Ready?
Something. I have to pee.
Game
So
on.
do I. Where are we at? 23 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have to pee.
I'm on the liquor.
What do you
Why are we not full screen?
Frozen 2000.
Time on you, quick,
What did you
you
do?
Why are we not full screen?
Tyler,
Frozen.
do?
do.
Tyler,
It's
I have to pee.
Frozen.
Nobody gets it.
No one gets it.
Oh man,
What are you
Disney
doing?
animated.
Brother Bear.
Brother Bear.
2006.
Whoever just set the date wins.
Nine-
Whee!
Trisha.
2005.
2005.
2005.
2003, guys. 2003.
Give us Brother
Whoever
Bear.
said
Yeah, we said Brother Bear.
Brother Bear. This is a great movie.
Never seen it.
Oh,
It's,
it's so good. And there's a second one that's really cute too.
Brother Bear.
it's a cute
And
movie.
then last.
It's underrated.
I've never seen it.
Like we're learning how to quarantine.
Yeah, man, for real.
It's a
You
cute
used to
movie.
watch Brother fucking Bear.
No. No. Come on. Come on.
Precious.
Netflix.
Hello,
over-
Precious.
Oh.
Hi, kitty.
Wasn't the problem.
Yeah, Nicole got it. 2006.
2016.
No.
2007.
2008.
Really?
2009.
2009.
7.
Really? I thought it was later than that.
Well, our daughter was named after this movie.
Really?
No, your daughter was named after Wally.
Angeline.
Where is that baby?
Eva.
Sleeping?
Wally.
So yeah, so Evangeline is the name of our daughter, and she is the name of a major character in this film, and we
A
love this.
major character.
This is
Love
this is one of our favorite movies of all time. We love, hands
think I've
down,
seen the whole
underrated Disney movie.
I'm coming
Tyler,
home.
can you pause?
Yeah, man, I'll
Hold
pause
it,
it.
Tyler.
I'll pause it.
No.
No, keep going.
No, we have to put points on. So we both left to pee at the same time. So
Did you both pee in the same bathroom at the same time?
She,
Jamie.
and then I
No,
peed.
I'm with Precious.
Stop.
Precious.
I know. Look how sweet she is.
Precious.
Precious.
Go on the
Wait,
roost here.
Wait,
Alright,
first of
who
all,
owns-
that cat is named Precious?
Yeah.
So when we were in Virginia, I was like looking at dog shelters, and I was sending Logan all these photos of all these puppies that needed to be adopted. There's so many.
Oh.
Said no.
Precious.
All right,
Precious attention.
so
Attention whore.
is that a...
She is.
I have to ask.
She's
is
old.
that-
She's an old hag. Look at her.
I mean, Smeagol's pretty old, too.
Smeagol.
He goes at least 500, 600.
Smeagol.
So Courtney just watched the Lord of the Rings for the first time.
First time
They're not even
ever.
on. You gotta come over this way.
Bree. Lord of the Rings.
What about it?
You watched Lord of the Rings for the
Did
first
you see
time. What'd you think about it?
Me.
All right. So that's a good.
Nice segue.
I feel like there was like a lot of buildup, like
What do you mean there was a lot of build?
15 years worth of buildup, and I freaking hated what's his name?
Smeagol?
No, Elijah Wood.
Oh, he's the worst.
Oh, he's terrible.
Everyone hates.
He's so whiny.
Rudy is the best.
Rudy is definitely
Honey,
the.
what are you doing?
Rudy.
Wow.
Rudy.
Damn.
Rudy.
That's not.
What?
I mean, he plays. Elijah Wood plays as.
No, he's talking about Sam.
That's not Rudy.
We're talking about Sam.
Samwise is Rudy.
Right. Correct.
Logan drinking his Yingling and dancing, or what kind of seltzer you got going on there, Jamie?
I can't pronounce it. It's Swedish.
I am drunk.
Ryan,
Yuck.
could you say it again? Ryan, could
This
you
guy's-
say your
This has all type of. I like Courtney is opening Pandora's box by saying that she's like not okay with the Lord of the Rings.
I am drinking.
How do you say that, Ryan?
I honestly think it's boring too.
Last year, Russian girlfriend.
The last one I thought was the best.
Yeah.
Because
I
it
would
ended.
agree.
I don't know. I thought the second. I liked the second one better.
No, I agree with Trisha.
It was ending, so I was excited.
But also, the movie could have been one movie, and they broke it out into like 15
Thank
movies.
you.
Like, why?
I agree 100%.
We're talking about Modor, which I was calling Hodor the whole time because I've been watching Game of Thrones before that. They were talking about the first movie, and then they didn't get there until the third one.
Honey.
Okay.
All right,
moving on.
If you want to
All
talk
right, Dada, lead this.
Also, I hate,
Rapunzel, 1995.
also, I hate
Ooh, Jamie!
2096.
Tangled. 2010.
2010.
2008. No,
And it's Tangled.
Koyo, I beat you by
You did say Tangled.
Did you get 2010 though?
This is one of the most underrated Disney movies of all time.
Christian, I can't hear you.
I said no, I did not say 2010, but that is the answer.
Trisha, turn your phone sideways.
I don't know.
Why? Because then I can't see you
It's a
guys.
great
Is
movie.
Tangled good? I haven't seen it. Honey.
Yes.
Listen with her.
Are you better? No.
Sideways. I
All right,
can't see you guys.
then turn the mic. Turn it upside down. Then
But then it's a weird angle.
upside down to it. Oh yeah, you're right.
It's okay.
We're looking at it's all.
By the way, Mandy Moore's new album is badass. It's very good.
Ugh,
Oh,
Just saying.
you just admitted that.
that's interesting.
It's weird. Like we can't hear you.
Let's
Back
talk
in
nerd
movie,
out.
1992.
Whoa! 82, I heard Jimmy.
92.
I said
85
92.
for me.
It's 94.
It's 96.
94.
95.
No.
It's already up on the screen. You can't say it after it's already up on the screen.
85.
I'm gonna say I high five. I cheated on that one.
I won.
High five, mate. I'll high five you. I'll high five you on that one.
Refill.
There we go.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Time out.
Wait, hold on.
1 the year.
Beauty and the Beast. No.
How long is this time lapse, Bree?
No, who knows? Who knows? Like our neighbors now.
Oh, get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
I
Get
am.
ready. Get ready.
Are you
Logan has his hand up.
He's timing it. Cheating.
You're drunk.
Pocahontas
Pocahontas
makes it on
War.
the screen.
We already saw this.
1992.
Oh no, they're doing the stars.
Did you just say SARS?
Question: are you actually drinking, or are you holding it up to your mouth?
Drinking.
I'm drinking. Clearly.
All right.
Can you tell I'm getting drunker in the past 20 minutes?
No, but I appreciate all of it.
Okay. I'm
I'll be right back.
working
Don't
on
pause it on my
Welcome to Stone
Hey,
Cold
Bree,
Ice
how you
Cream.
doing over there?
Ryan,
Huh?
Bree,
our next door neighbors, Angela and Ryan.
what?
Angela
Who
and
the
Ryan.
fuck's Angela?
It's Ryan.
What
It's
about him?
Yes.
How did
Ryan?
he ask me something?
Trapper, are you yawning?
No, man.
It's gross.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it,
saw you
Ryan.
yawning.
Shut up.
Hey, Annalise, where's Romeo?
Logan.
Yeah.
Logan.
Romeo.
Logan. Logan, do you know
Frozen.
Angela and Ryan?
2016.
Yeah, 2014.
2012.
I got 2014 locked in.
Understand this now.
2013 is the
They're
answer.
asking us
Oh,
to figure out the name of the song.
so how does this go? Do you change from 15 to 12, and I stayed at 14? So do I get it?
No, you have to get it right. So no one got it.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Liquor and cider.
Ryan's dying, like crashing.
All right. Time, right.
Fuck you, Bree.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Bree, how's the whiskey going?
It's only 2 a.m. here.
Oh, I get it. It's only 8.
Poor Ryan. Oh,
Yo,
buddy.
the cold
Oh.
never bothered me anyway.
Start this at like 5. You're good to go.
Huh?
If we would start,
Beauty and the Beast.
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
1996.
You have to drink first. You
Beauty
have
and the
to.
Beast,
I did.
You have to drink first.
1974.
93. That's definitely
96.
94.
91.
Damn it, it's 91. It doesn't matter.
You know what's the worst thing is we already know the names of them.
94.
if you remembered it from the last time, you have to
1991.
back it up.
It's not
That's-
91.
It's like a
It's not
I need an
91.
announcement of the points. Whatever
It
points
says
go on
on
the
the
board, I
screen.
think we need an announcement.
we should now like bring this to another level and say where we think it's located at.
No.
Wait, what?
Because like Beauty and the Beast is based in France.
Diver Paul's-
Orlando, Florida. Orlando, Florida.
We're about to do a score update. Diver Paul's
All right, we have a score update.
score update.
We need a score update. We're
All
only
right, Logan
halfway,
and Jamie.
we're only
uh,
halfway through this
plus
spot.
24.
As fuck.
Close game.
Wow.
It is a very close game. So we have that's me.
We're halfway through the
Hold on.
game right now.
I need to make you big screen. Okay.
10. We have Ryan at 2. We
Woo!
have Rita at 9, I think. 9. We have Miss Courtney at 5. We have Bree at 3.
Woo!
What's Jay? Oh, Jamie and Logan at 5,
JNL.
and Nicole at 4.
Wait, where am I?
You're Jamie and Logan.
Who's in
Oh,
the top? Who's
no,
in the top
no,
five?
no.
We can separate.
We need announcements every time you put a chalk up from here on out.
Okay, we can do that.
It's getting too
All right.
technical.
So the fun story about this is we haven't even touched recent Disney movies yet, and that's my wheelhouse. So you guys are all fucked.
Not me. This is my jam right here.
My jam
Count me
is
in.
not any of them.
Space Jam, 1984.
Not Disney.
1996.
I'm sorry.
1996 is Space Jam, and yes, the website is still active. It's 96, and yeah, it's still active.
All right. Ready?
Also, by the way, this is my favorite live production we've done.
All right. Shut up, Quill.
No, it is.
Oh, it's so cookie.
Get your drinks ready.
Can we get a cheers? Can we get a cheers before the
Cheers.
next one?
To the coronavirus.
Cheers, let's have some fun.
Bambi.
Oh,
1991.
Bambi, 1942.
5.
Holy shit.
Doesn't count. It's already up.
1964.
I saw it on the screen.
Bambi.
42.
It's 1942.
I know, and I saw it on the screen.
We just
I
crossed
know.
halfway of this game.
Woo!
This is why you shouldn't do multiple power hours before podcasting.
Or not eat dinner before.
Wine.
Yes.
We also did not eat dinner.
Let's not
So
talk
are we
about
You
that.
have pretzels?
Let's not talk about that.
I have
Wrap up
pretzels.
protocol on this.
Eat dinner. Oh my god. Did we?
No, I like pretzels.
We have
Yeah.
pretzels as well. That's what we've been eating.
Yeah.
We're gonna order food.
I'm jealous.
Who's
Ryan,
jealous?
how you doing?
I can barely walk to my seat. I am fucked up.
Fox in the Hound.
Water,
Fox
Ryan.
in the
Where's
Hound.
water?
Hound.
Woo!
77.
Fox and the Hound,
1994.
1986.
No,
Hey,
81.
Nicole gets it. Nicole gets it.
Yep.
Excuse me, I said Fox and the Hound first.
Oh,
What you eat order?
Pizza.
You want pizza? Yeah,
Pizza subs, wings. I don't know.
No,
what
we
else
are
to
pizza
first?
subs. And
Asian.
what do you want? Bree, what would you order?
Oh God. I don't know. I haven't thought about that. I would get Chinese.
Ooh.
Hold up. Is Chinese food and Italian good?
They're holding you hostage, and now you're going to order Chinese food.
Yeah, that's their fault completely.
Lady in the Tramp.
Fuck you, Diver. Beat you like a
Like-
mother.
1951.
1947.
1955.
48.
That's not fair.
You saw it. You saw it, Diver.
He says he doesn't, but he's cheating.
He's
I-
definitely cheating.
If you don't get it in before that comes up, it doesn't count.
I agree. That's fair. I honestly did not see that. I'm
drunk as fuck.
We don't have that on our screen, guys.
Yeah, we get our one is
Ew.
really small.
Oh God, over there.
Come on, backpedal. It's okay. Let's hear it.
Guys, Ryan.
I'm done.
Ryan, drink some water.
Drink.
Fuck off. Fuck off.
Stop whining.
Go get some pizza, Ryan.
He's still walking. Let's put him down. Ryan, next drink is
I remember
coming
my
right up.
first Disney Power Hour.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, 1953.
53.
1960.
So much.
1961. Ooh,
Oh,
1953.
That was Nicole.
Ryan, I remember my first Disney Power Hour.
Once upon a
12 years ago.
Eat shit. I'm drinking liquor.
Liquor, I don't even know her. You got it. You got it.
I'm done.
Drink some water.
Dude, Ryan's out. You can
Ryan,
fly,
tap
you
out.
can fly. You can fly. It's a legendary song. Legendary.
Aww. Yeah.
Shake that. Shake that tiger's ass or whatever it is.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid
But
again.
yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know
Quill.
it changed.
1958.
Well,
I did that.
What? Hey, I got a date in. Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Little fish.
53.
Well, I better cut out their bones and I serve them fried. Suckle, little delish. So, lepers on. And certainly suckling they are.
This is a top 10 Disney song right here.
The chef song? Yeah.
No,
Right here.
Kiss the Girl.
No, this is the worst song ever. The chef song is the greatest song ever. This year.
Top 10. Top 10.
No, this is terrible.
Let It Go's in the top
You
10.
bite your tongue. This is a great song.
Oh, Kiss the Girl? No. The only part about this is and you know
Hakuna Matata, Lion King,
1996.
94.
Lion King.
you said Hakuna Matata first. It's Lion King.
I said Hakuna Matata first.
Oh.
Yeah.
I said Lion King. I got it.
Lion King.
Here.
Trisha said the movie though.
You got it before me.
And oh, the wind.
I didn't get the year though. Hey, good news, guys! Our vice president doesn't have the virus.
Oh,
Oh,
good,
thank
good, hey,
God.
good news. Good news that we have. Here.
Seriously.
Good,
Did
news.
Did he ever say that he had the virus or not?
True story. It's Matthew
so-
Broderick's birthday
because-
today.
They were
True story.
Whose birthday?
what?
Matthew Broderick.
Oh.
Adult
What up,
Simba.
Maddie?
Aw.
That's
Excuse
a
me.
true story.
Do you know who Babies was?
He was the best.
Home
You
Improvement.
love him.
So good. He sang so well too. Look at that.
Ah!
I know. Ooh,
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Oliver and
now.
Company.
Yeah.
Damn it.
1982.
I'm going to say
That's older.
9.
Oh,
Wow.
I was gonna say 87.
I was going to say 89, so I'm glad.
it's 80.
You know what? There's not much difference between the 50s and 90s.
What do
There's
you
a
mean?
lot of difference between them.
You mean with the itself?
Look at Snow White versus this.
No,
It's
no.
not that far
The
off.
background,
Snow
the
White's
background
bad.
artistry is insane. You also see a lot of movement that you didn't see within the background.
It starts
Like,
really in like
when
the
they're
90s.
walking, you're also seeing other people walk in the background. Like it's insane, insane the amount of the art that actually went into it. But that's why these movies were so good, because they weren't basing these movies off of
Tangled.
Tangled. Ty?
I'll split on one.
High
I'll
five
do
for
one
Ty.
on one.
2010. Woo! I feel that one.
This
Is
was
that
a really
Bree-
cute
is that
movie.
Bree with a point?
Yeah,
I think
coming up big with a point.
Yeah.
I love that we all race to chug our drink as fast as we can to yell.
No, that's what makes this game so much fun.
Did Ryan like go and pass out and leave his computer up?
Ryan! Shot time, buddy.
I hope Ryan starts whacking it. Ryan!
I think he passed out.
Frozen.
Frozen 2013.
No, it's called what's his name?
But is it the first one or the
Olaf.
second?
Frozen 2012.
2013. It's his song about summertime.
Aw.
Why are you not guessing? Oh,
Why'd you stop drinking?
because
Just for right now.
she's probably because she's smart.
Hmm. I was gonna say I'm gonna stop drinking after this power hour is done and
Order
take
dinner
to bed.
also.
Oh, yeah. We also need.
Oh, Frozen.
7
Ryan!
It all just makes sense.
Did anybody see Ryan exit?
Happy
Miss you, Bree. Miss you. Oh.
Oh,
Lilo and Stitch.
1994.
Got it.
1994. No, 2001. 2001.
1,
No.
2.
2002.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
What's Ryan doing?
Probably going to the bathroom.
He's
I'm trying to figure. I think that he's been down for about 2.5 minutes now.
We don't know if he passed out or if he just left and went to
That's
bed.
sorry, he's on the floor below the camera.
I don't even know where his camera's set up.
Well, there's only one room in his entire house, so we can't do
That's
anything
true.
much.
Good call. Good call on that.
Let's give him like 2 more minutes.
Should we call someone to go over and check on him?
Just somebody call him in a few minutes.
No, I can't wait to someone to call him and be like, "Hey, what
I
up?"
know.
Princess
Oh.
and the Frog.
Logan took my phone.
Down on the
Princess and the
bayou.
Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Nicole.
Love it.
Nicole got it.
Oh.
Yeah, she's
One of my favorite
She's
songs.
actually paying attention.
Where's my phone
Yeah,
at?
the rest of us are we're drunk.
This is
Yeah.
where our daughter's name comes from, right here.
There she is.
No, but where's my phone at?
I don't know. Where's your phone at?
This is the first time I got drunk in my house alone.
Watching Princess and the
yes,
Frog?
Yes.
Well, that's a
Yes.
pretty good first.
Right now.
Good.
Oh,
Right now.
everybody quiet. We're calling Ryan.
Gonna take you all the way down.
What are you doing? You're drunk. That was fast.
Who?
You got to do 25.75, Ryan. Let's see your pretty face. Get back on the camera.
Ryan,
On that camera.
Snow
out
White.
to the camera.
Ryan, let's see you.
Give
We're
her a-
going to call somebody to make sure you're okay. So let's see your face quick.
Come on, Ryan. Just say hi.
Just pop up.
Just pop up.
Just pop up, man. Okay.
I remember my first Disney Power Hour.
Do you? He
No.
hung up
Hold
on
on. He's coming. Ryan.
Ryan.
Ryan!
you.
Why wouldn't he just hang up?
Did anyone guess Snow White?
I did.
No, we got
If he said it.
Yeah. Ryan, you're drinking with water from here on out.
Yeah, exactly.
25.75, Ryan.
Ryan,
Water from here on out, buddy.
turn
We
around.
got like 15 minutes left.
Turn around.
Ryan.
Oh, Pinocchio.
Ooh,
1982.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Oh, no. Try like 1932.
Trisha, you're not drinking.
1938. Oh,
You're not
Oh my
drinking.
god.
Oh, damn it, Trish.
Me?
You are not
yelling at me?
drinking.
Ryan,
Me?
drink
No,
water.
you nodded. I said 82. You said 37. I should have known.
I drank.
The rules of the game is you have to drink first, then
Why
guess.
are you yelling at me? I literally drank first.
No, you did not drink.
I didn't even get Pinocchio, so why are you yelling at me?
Ryan, you're a
First
trooper,
drink,
man.
then guess. It's how it
Ryan, you
works.
I did drink, but I didn't even guess this time, so why are you yelling
Remember,
at me?
remember the Italy trip where we like put all of the bottles of
Want the wing special or no?
I can't even make out what he's saying. The podcast host.
It's not cheesy.
Wait, what happened to Ryan?
Ryan,
Ryan's gone.
Again.
Ryan's gone.
what's this?
Just so you know, I
Dumbo,
drank-
1984.
No.
86.
No,
No, 40s.
Ooh.
it's
No.
41.
Yeah, you got it.
Damn it.
Dumbo's old.
Excuse me, if I'm not drinking, why am I opening another one? Thank you.
Oh.
Sure.
Ooh.
They were
This is a pretty beef one.
Sorry, we're ordering food. We're trying to figure this out. Trisha.
What?
Oh, you have to share with us what food you're getting so I can be envious.
No.
Ryan exited off. We heard him throwing up.
He's. Oh no.
Ryan's out.
Oh no.
Down for the count.
Okay. Along with social distancing, we
Jungle
also.
Jungle Book.
Jungle Book, Bare Necessities, 96.
1954.
1947.
90. Why would I say
67.
96? That's terrible.
So
That is embarrassing.
bare necessities.
Necessities. Nothing but troubles and these.
Debris.
Yeah, Italy. Yeah. Woo.
I feel like I'm
Where's
turning
Romeo?
20.
His name is Claudio.
Cloud Rodeo.
Bria.
Cloud
And her
Romeo.
name is Lambino.
Of life that's
So,
Claudio.
it's a lot. So they're not
No
delivering
problem to
food.
you.
And they're not delivering anything, right?
They're only delivering food during the daytime.
Lion King, 96.
Who's that?
Wait,
1990.
1992.
4, 5.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Ooh, Brace said 4.
Woo. Yeah, so I can't order anything at nighttime. Nothing's open anymore.
How was your ravioli last night?
It was good. I was really happy with it.
I got a lot of
But you can
videos
order-
in the U.S.
Wait,
here.
so how did that work, Brie?
She ate
What?
her food and talked to him.
Guys
while
are
she
paused.
ate.
Yeah.
Like they were on an actual date.
So do you does each other eat food at the same time?
Yeah, he was eating dinner and I was eating dinner, and then we met for after dinner to talk and watch a movie.
Did you start with like a drink session first and then go into the movie? And
Actually, yes, actually, it's true. Yeah, I had a glass of wine, and he had blueberry digestive.
What does that even mean?
What?
What does that even mean?
I don't
What-
understand.
What is that?
It's like
It's
you know,
good.
limoncello.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's like that, but it's just with blueberry. It's blueberry cello.
Blueberry cello. That's all you gotta say. Don't say
One of those
I'm
Italian
like
things.
thinking
Don't worry,
it's like
it's
some
not
weird
supposed to make
smoothie
sense.
you
Just
found.
say
What
it.
vocabulary? What did you say? Blueberry digestive?
Kind of says like I'm not drinking, but I am.
I would say, for example, in Italian, I would say like mirto digestivo because it's when you after dinner.
No, they gave us the digestivos all the time.
Actually,
How do you not like people?
Grazie.
There you go.
Your brother is very weird.
Oh god.
lo so, è così. Però hai scelto tu.
Oh, hey, Coda!
Hey, Coda.
No, but it's so funny.
Oh, hi, puppy. I'm looking, but I'm not.
Where's the peanut butter at?
Peanut
Alright.
butter.
Can we keep this party going? I mean, we lost one man. I mean, who is going to get Ryan? Because we don't leave any man behind here. It's not how you roll.
He's next.
Who's driving a
I'm being like
DD?
sacrificed. No, I can't. We can Uber. We can Uber.
Can we Uber?
All right.
No, we're not even. 3, 2, 1, play.
Oh, I remember this video
Yes,
game with it.
Oh, me too.
It was the best one ever.
Oh, where you would literally jump across
I
and
had
do that?
one. Yeah.
I remember the Aladdin one too. Ooh,
101 damage, 1893.
1990.
1991.
72.
No,
I said 3.
60.
Ooh, 61.
They must have had remakes of all this stuff.
Wow. Either that or we only watch. Oh, they always did that release from the vault thing. Remember?
Emma Stone
Yeah.
and Cruella DeVille. Is that not the best casting of all time?
Yeah.
Oh,
Say we heard
I'm so
you.
excited for that.
Cruella DeVille, Emma Stone, Emma. Yeah.
Why do we, first of all, why have we
Emma Stone.
not done a Cruella DeVille actual like song?
It's happening.
It's right there.
A movie.
What else
No,
did-
Cruella DeVille is getting her own movie. Emma Stone's.
No,
great.
like an actual song. Like why is it
For her
keeping
to
not
sing?
like Cruella?
Yeah, she's one of the few villains that doesn't get a song.
Cruella.
Ooh,
What's that?
Aristocats.
Aristocats, 1984.
Scratch- 1997.
1942. Ooh, 70. I don't know.
Oh my
I'm
god.
all over the place.
I've never
I can't
seen
figure this out. Oh, it's so good.
Heather, you've never seen Aristocats?
I
Nope.
thought we watched.
It's so
Dude, that is like this would be like it's New Orleans before New Orleans. Everybody,
It's also very racist.
everybody wants
So, you
to
know.
be a cap.
There's
Everybody.
Everybody!
Do you guys
That's
remember
it.
All Dogs Go to Heaven?
Oh, one of
Oh my
favorite
gosh.
movies.
Such a
Oh.
good
Saddest movie of
I
the
think it's
history.
Disney.
I didn't even finish it.
One of my
No.
favorite movies.
It's
No.
so bad. By the way, have you
What is
guys seen
What is this?
Wreck-It
Wreck-It
Ralph.
Ralph?
Wreck-It Ralph
Wreck-It
2.
Ralph,
Wreck-It Ralph.
2013.
Boom.
Ralph breaks the internet.
20.
Oh yeah.
It's the
Oh,
second one.
Ralph Breaks the Internet 2018?
It's the second
Who's
one.
Ralph?
it's
The
the second
shark?
one. I haven't seen either of these movies.
It's pretty funny.
Tyler gets it.
I was legit mad that we had a Wreck-It Ralph movie break into a song like this. Nicole remembers. I was like, this is not Wreck-It Ralph. This was a complete 180 from the first one.
Yep.
Yeah,
I've
it
never
was.
heard of it.
Like,
I don't know.
I didn't
No,
like it.
Wreck-It Ralph had zero music. It had zero music in it.
This
then all
was
of
a 100% failure for me.
Why is there a kid driving a car?
That's,
I love
that's what she does.
I love the first Wreck-It Ralph. It was one of my favorite movies. I loved it.
Also,
Oh,
Sword in the Stone.
Sword in the
Stone.
Ah,
Nice.
ah.
1956.
1975.
37.
1953.
42.
Ooh, 65.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Is that us? Is that our team?
Yep.
Oh, I'm the grenades.
How we doing?
You don't say.
I've never seen that. Have you?
This movie, this is one of my favorites. It was the first movie I watched on Disney Plus.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
I love this
Making a
movie.
list. Trish, I'm gonna take your word
This
for
is
it.
Like Robin Hood, like all the old schools, 101 Dalmatians.
No.
I watched all of those.
Gather pause.
What?
You can't pause it. You gotta keep moving.
No, you can't pause.
Why are we?
I'm definitely going to watch.
When
all
you
of
start, so here's the thing. It's like a lot of these. Ooh, what are you doing?
What?
Sorry, you were illuminating your bottle, and I was like, oh, is he doing?
That's mesmerizing, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
No,
that's
that's what I was
really,
saying. Is he doing something fancy with his bottle?
that's really cool.
Yeah. No, but when you start watching some of these old movies, like there are a couple of them that like
There's
like,
some
I grew up watching this as a kid, and you have that mentality of like, oh, this is great.
And then as an adult, you're like, that's really wrong.
Yeah, like you're like, oh, this is an awful movie. Why are we giving these to kids?
Not only that, I watched the Babysitters Club movie today.
I love that movie.
Yeah, turns out there's a scene where a 13-year-old is making out with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's not
They're both
okay.
underage.
And
They're
all
both
she says
underage.
is, literally all she says is, and next year I'll be 14. And he goes, I know, and then kisses her.
The
I
best,
was
the
like, you're
best,
going to be 18.
the best old
Yeah.
school Disney movie.
Are you
That-
hiding this from me?
How old is the senior?
What one?
Okay, and how old is the friend?
The best Disney movie.
No, she was in middle school.
Yeah, that's not bad. You're telling me that seniors and freshmen don't kiss?
Yeah, but it's illegal if they do that. They can get charged, and someone at our high school did that. Yeah,
So a senior can't kiss a freshman.
correct. If he's 18, they can't. And depending on the state, if he's 17, they can't.
Correct.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Wow.
it happened in our high school.
Logan, just think if we were in high school, you would not be able to kiss me.
Be in trouble.
Could I kiss?
Yeah,
Be arrested.
but once you're both 18, it doesn't matter.
35, 32?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can get.
Ryan's drunk texting Logan.
We can kiss,
Okay, so he's alive.
guys. We're allowed to kiss in high school. Yes.
Hey, good job! Yay!
You guys could.
Ryan's doing great.
Ryan,
Precious, no. No. You may not eat that jelly bean.
Have some plastic. Old New Groove. No, Hercules.
Hercules.
From zero to hero,
94.
just like that.
Hercules.
7.
You can't.
96.
Uh,
97, yeah.
Oh.
Zero.
You remember it from last time?
No, I didn't. I love this movie.
Like that. If anyone after drinking this long
Yeah,
remembers
I was got it.
just like that.
Question, Dabbler, could you put up karaoke next? Once we're done this, can we sing karaoke?
How? Explain.
You play karaoke. There's literally, you look up YouTube and say karaoke songs,
I can.
and then you have to sing it.
What's my soul?
How are you going to do with the 120 millisecond latency?
We'll deal with that later. We'll see how the first song works.
Oh, Hercules, 1994.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
No,
By the way,
97,
can
by
I
the
tell
way.
you how much I like
he was outside.
Mulan
Mulan.
again.
Michael.
Hey,
God, I can't wait for this.
I'll make a
movie.
man out of you.
that one right there. That one right there.
campfire.
He was missing for a couple hours.
Oh, Mark.
Where were you, Marco?
Who you at?
Jamie,
Yeah.
can I tell you how much I love you?
I love you too. You didn't introduce me to your new friend. I don't think
Yes,
you introduced
I-
anybody.
You guys met at the bachelorette party.
Oh, she was blonde, wasn't she?
No, you were fucking hammer time.
I wasn't that drunk.
You were-
Hi.
Okay, anyway.
You have blonde hair though, right? You were blonde?
Okay, Courtney, Jamie Courtney.
Hi.
I know, but she was blonde.
Rescue.
I might have been.
blonde,
I
good
might have been.
blonde,
I might
yeah.
have been then.
She was
Yeah.
a blonde.
See,
Was it
that's
over
why
the
I didn't
summer?
recognize her. Uh-huh.
Cheers.
Nerds.
I've
Oh my
never
God!
seen that one.
Rescuers.
Oh, I forgot to drink, but
Rescue Down Under.
No,
Oh,
it's just
I
Rescuers.
love
Rescue,
it.
yeah.
That was the best movie ever.
I used to watch this.
I know you used to make me sit there and watch it.
Wait, which one? Rescuers or
Yeah.
Rescuers Down Under?
No, Rescuers Down Under, and they had the albatross.
Yeah. You understand
Oh,
how
yeah.
dark that movie is? Go watch that movie again.
The
It's
right, no, the alligator, and they like try to eat them, and
They literally kidnap a kid and then threaten to kill her, and
because they want money. Because yes, they kidnapped her.
Look at Bree.
You know, it's pretty crazy to think that we don't recognize when we're kids.
Bree, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just so sleepy.
This is Tarzan again.
2017. Wow.
Bree, are you having fun with this, or are you
Oh,
like?
shaky hand grenades.
Or do you
I
need
am.
all of it?
Wait back.
I'm a little high.
Ah!
Hey, Bree.
Sorry.
We should gain all her weight back. We have
Sim-
somebody watching the cat.
No
Your
one's
block is
gonna
here.
complain.
Would you do this again next week?
I'm sorry.
What's that belly?
Would you do this again next week?
I think it's quite entertaining. If you guys move up the date a little bit more, earlier.
That's what I'm saying. Like instead of us starting it like later,
Yeah.
start
No,
earlier.
we tried to start this at like 5 o'clock,
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
but
So
it
our-
starts at
our
like
time
7:30.
would be 11
I
here.
say tomorrow we start at 5.
Tomorrow.
Mary.
Tomorrow,
Polo's
I have
not
to go
growling
to
at
work on Monday.
You're in the beast.
Oh,
I know.
Hey, Bree.
We gain all her weight back.
Are your liquor stores open?
My liquor stores are open. Yes.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they
No,
are.
liquor
Beer-
stores are
Sorry,
still.
beer distributors are open.
Yeah.
How about
They
in
You can buy
Italy?
wine at the
grocery
grocery
store.
store.
Are you guys allowed to get wine or beer or like any of that stuff?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Why'd you turn it off?
Reed, can you believe this? She's actually like not fussy
Yeah.
with me.
Oh, look at you.
Why'd you turn it off?
She was looking like a model, but we had somebody feeding them and she was eating all the food.
Oh, of course. Oh, Polo.
He's
Logan,
not happy.
what's that water?
Yeah.
What's that
We
water?
miss you. We're gonna send her to Italy so she can get quarantined and then be a Italian cat.
You're gonna send the cat to Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's what we
That's
want to do.
their dream. It's their dream to send the cat to Italy.
Well, that cat
You're
only
gonna
likes
send the
Brie.
cat to
Only
Italy.
likes Brie. Nobody else. No one else.
If we can send that cat to Italy, then that dog has an adopted owner.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
make something.
I will adopt. If you can send that cat, I will adopt that dog.
Wait, no. It goes the other way around. We take the dog, we get rid of the cat.
We can co-parent it.
You win.
So when we go away,
Do
you
you
can watch.
want me to let Sarah know you're gonna adopt her dog?
What kind of dog is it? Is she
It was a
fostering
white
it?
dog. She is. Her name's Luna. It's a white.
How much would it be to
Oh,
foster?
it's an Italian cat or dog.
Logan. That's my mom's nickname is Luna. We have to have the cat. It's our cat. It's our cat.
Our daughter's nickname is Luna.
And
My mom's like name, like all of her things are like Luna.
Middle
No,
name.
it's a
Luna-
dog though.
I meant
You
middle
know,
name.
it's like a coincidence. It's our dog.
Yeah.
Trisha.
Is it potty trained?
What up?
I don't
What
know.
up?
I don't
Trisha.
know. I can ask. What?
So does this mean that Italy is going to accept Polo?
Nope.
Wait, Coyle. What did you say?
It's a female dog.
I think so. I can ask. Let
Are
me.
you
text
ready
right
for a
now.
dog coil? I don't think so.
What kind of dog is it? What
I'm
type?
afraid.
Text her right now.
Courtney, are you ready for a dog? It's a whole thing.
Coyle, we've got dibs as long as Italy's got dibs on Polo.
Look at Bree. Bree will send the cat litter, the cat food. We'll get it automatically delivered to you.
I
You
will
don't have to worry about
subscribe
it.
you for free of Amazon Prime cat litter delivery. It is going to be the best delivery system you've ever seen in your
We'll
life.
send along a
You've
cat
never
sill.
seen deliveries like this with
Yeah.
cat litter. It is fantastic. Okay.
I don't have a cat. Nor do
Look
I
at her
want.
rubbing her eyes. Polo's peeking around the corner and nodding yes.
Bree, in one word, what could you? We're gonna wrap this up here. We're still recording.
Oh, are we still on this?
Yeah. In one word, how would you explain what it's like right now in Italy?
In one word.
One word.
Shit show.
That's 2 words.
No, it's one word if you type it.
Staycation.
Awareness.
Oh.
All right. I think that's pretty fair for a lot of people in
List
the
of things
U.S.
to
right
do.
now. Like, you look around all over the place in the U.S. and no one is taking this seriously.
No.
No one.
I think
No one.
That's
No,
the
I don't-
problem.
I don't
No,
think that-
no, New York is, and California is.
I think that's the thing. We do need to take it seriously because not because it's because we can't afford to be wrong and not take it seriously.
And I mean
think that's what
I
it
mean
all
this
boils
in
down
all,
I feel like you're
I
major-
mean
I
this
feel
in
like
all
you're-
complete respect, Bree, is that like you're the warning. Like Italy is the warning, and the fact that the U.S. continues to kind of
Be ignorant.
continue
Ignore it? Yes, ignorant. We are being ignorant.
Definitely.
continue in this manner, like that is a major concern.
Where's the ignorance though? Like when you're talking about this, like where's the like is the ignorance in the people or is the ignorance in the companies? Because I feel like the
Go ahead,
companies are
Bree.
stepping
I
up
think
and
it's with
go
everything.
home.
The government, the people, the companies.
I think it's the lack of being able to trust where our information comes from and taking seriously when we should be heeding warning. I think that we're overstimulated overall by a lot of. Listen, everything is clickbait these days. Let's not joke about it. Like even if you go onto any website, it's all a matter of stimulus. So if this is not something that really stimulates in terms of the headline, then it doesn't register. And this is a really important thing to look over because we're more focused on what are the Kardashians doing or what is happening in another area of our interests instead of what's truly happening underneath my feet.
There's a lot of differences between the U.S. and Italy. And Bree, go ahead.
And well, it's also really frustrating because everybody's like, oh, well, the statistics say this and that. And it's like, you cannot trust the statistics because it's such a fast moving virus. Nobody knows how many people are affected. Nobody knows how many people are actually dying. Like we have a lot of people dying here, but we don't know the full amount, total amount, but it's very, very bad. It's not, a fun virus to have, even if you recover. And the problem is not that.
But I also think it's like the governors, Wolf, declared pretty much shut everything down. But in Texas, people are still partying and gathering of 1,000+ people.
But the problem
you have to put as a governor, as a state, you have to put those mandates in order because people aren't going to follow them.
Yeah.
Or take your warning serious. It's ridiculous.
What it
I don't
comes
think you understand how contagious it is.
that
I think we find our.
No, let Bree go. Let Bree go.
So what people don't realize with this virus is that it's not about how deadly. Okay, it's deadly, but deadly to a certain percentage of people. However, it's more so based on how many people get sick at the same time. And so the infrastructure of all of the hospitals and everybody is slammed with people asking for help and asking for, assistance with this. There's no space for them. So where do they go? What can they do? They have to have these ventilators because it's a problem with, the lungs. And so if you don't have enough ventilators, what do you do with these people? You have to turn them around and tell them to go home, and they have to figure it out on their own. Great. That's a great solution. That's what's happening right now because there's not enough system set up for it.
And that's been kind of the major focus of what's happening in the U.S. is that, how do we isolate the problem? How do we isolate the issue with the older population, the people that have a predisposed condition that are more kind of susceptible to this issue. Go ahead, Quill. You had something to say.
No, they're just like. Well, we were talking about she was saying something about like Texas where there's like 1,000 people partying and stuff like that. Like, you can just stay home and do things like what we're doing right now, just having a little happy hour and getting together with your friends and doing some things. Like, it's not even a.
It's not even that big of a sacrifice.
No. Yeah.
I think that's part of the problem.
People are so
sorry. I think that's a little bit of the problem, and I think I'm gonna throw this over to Trisha, who are on the right here, who lives in Lancaster, and like Coyle, you say it's not a problem, and my issue is that it is, because it's not. This is a lot of people that live in the United States. This is people that think that this is not their problem, but they don't understand that this can expand and expand and expand. And I think Trisha could speak to the best of that there are businesses across the country that are not at all taking this seriously, taking it way too lightly, and just thinking that, we are an essential business. Go ahead, Trisha.
Hold up. I wouldn't say that I'm not saying that it's not a problem. What I was saying is like people are thinking that it's not a problem. I was saying in the word like when we were talking about things, I was like, oh, it's definitely a problem. I was just saying it's like people don't think it's a problem. Like that, we're sitting here by ourselves doing this with you. We obviously are on the same idea of being like self-containing and self-quarantining and self-doing whatever. Like what I'm saying is like it is 100% a problem.
I obviously agree with that. It is a problem, and I want to say that the businesses are trying to do the best they can, but they understand they do have to be open to a certain extent. I mean, we have grocery stores that are currently implementing and putting into place plastic screens so they do not have to come into contact with customers. They are trying to protect their employees, but they understand they are essential and have to be open. If your country shuts down and closes grocery stores, we will not survive. So they have to have this open. And the problem comes in, where do you draw the line? What is deemed a grocery store and what is not in the U.S.? You have your Targets, you have your Walmarts, you have your bodegas, you have your convenience stores. These are all deemed, quote, quote, grocery and essential for people. This is where they have to step in and say, you know what, maybe Target isn't essential. Maybe Walmart isn't. But then the problem comes in some communities, that is the only store close to them.
Yeah.
So do we look at, do they close off part of their store? I mean, this is where the problems come in, and you have people who just aren't listening. It's not the companies, it's not the employees, it's the customers who aren't listening. The customers who just want to walk around Target and Walmart and meander around and look at new bedding and new bath and, oh, maybe I'll go shopping for a new pair of shoes. You don't need that right now. You should go in. People should be going in by themselves, leaving kids and spouses and family at home so that they're not exposed, but they're not.
Yep.
And
they're rolling up the stores 5-6 people deep.
So I'm gonna like keep this flowing because this is a great conversation, and I'm gonna throw this to Bree because we are at least a few weeks behind Italy right now. And what just happened was we just closed beaches, we just closed things like that will kind of continue to spread. This is the worst time to kind of close businesses because there's a lot of money making with spring break and things like that. So I want to talk to you, Bree. Like, we're at least a few weeks behind Italy. Obviously the numbers are not the same, but how did Italy control it? Things are getting kind of out of hand in Italy. Like, where are you at right now?
Okay, so when they originally first started putting in the regulations, they actually closed down all of the gyms, spas, anywhere that really you can be in containment of other people touching the same thing. But what we're really coming down to at the moment is that they'll probably start regulating individual people based on cell phones to make sure that they're not leaving their house more than 500 meters, which is happening. A lot of people are going outside of their zone, let's say, of the city. I'm based in Milan right now, so there's about, in our county, there's about 16 million people. So
In the county?
let's say, for example, Lancaster County, it's based on counties, let's say, like Philadelphia County or
County, like the
Yeah, we get it. Yeah.
yeah. So there's 16 million people, and that's really tough for them to really try and figure out what's happening. But if we have people that are infected and they're moving around, that's bad for us. And if we have people that are constantly moving around, and I have seen kids that are outside my building talking and hanging out, and an Italian woman thankfully screamed at them and said that they needed to go home and they needed to just keep their space from each other, or else she would call the police, because that's the level we're at. We're closing the parks. Nobody is allowed to go running. Nobody is allowed to walk the dogs without, unless they have a dog to walk around their general area. They don't go in the parks at all.
So you're saying like people can't go for a run, like they can't just.
They were, but you know what? The problem is that the virus stays in the air for more than a couple hours. So if you go for a run and you're breathing in the air,
You're breathing a bunch of air.
Yeah.
You're breathing that into your lungs. So that's dangerous. And that's what people don't get about this virus, that it's so unknown, and there's so many unknown factors about it that we're learning about slowly, that why would you even risk the chance of getting sick from this virus? You don't know how it's going to develop. You don't know what's going to happen later. We don't know anything about it except for the bare minimum.
And
It's just not.
that's what scares me the most, is that United States is built of a lot of kids, and I'm the same. I was the same when I was 20 years old, 21 years old, 22, and up until 25, is that there's a lot of naive people in the US that what you just said can pretty much pin the nail on what is happening in this country. And there is a certain level of just that they don't understand that it doesn't go beyond themselves. And that is a really scary thing. Go ahead, Logan. Go ahead, man.
Hey, I think that we're playing with fire. And we owe it to ourselves to stand up to the hard conversations with people that maybe we admire, people that may be just general acquaintances, or whatever the case is. We have to have that tough conversation where we have to hold each other accountable. This isn't something that's going to be necessarily one completely outside of anything that would ever affect us. We're a lot of the times segregated a few steps away from the decisions that actually affect us. These are decisions that we make independently that affect everybody, and I think that that's a really important to mention. There's a really simple graph, and I'm going to just hold it up to show what it is that we're dealing with. The whole idea of social distancing is to keep this guy from happening. This is what our hospitals can handle. Our hospitals are able to handle us to a certain extent when we get sick. But if we all continue to go to the beach with each other, or all go to spring break with each other, or have parties because we don't have work, we're going to influence this. And this is where maybe you might not get sick, but somebody that you may love or know is put at risk. And, for me, that would be my father. For others, that might be their grandparents. And we need to remind each other and help put into light where this hasn't been understood yet. So the whole idea is let's flatten out that curve. Let's give our really brave individuals that are there on the front line to ready and willing when we somebody gets sick to help us in our hardest time. We owe it to everyone. This isn't something that you could run from. This isn't something that you're isolated from. We're all part of it. So
Right.
and go to your local hospital, donate blood. I'm sure that they will need it. We've actually ran a blood drive here in Lancaster because they were running low because there's a lot of news in that's going on and such. And luckily, it sounds like we've been able to get a bunch of people scheduled. So if you want to do something, that might be something to help out in a small way. So
now, with the giving blood type of thing.
Well, it sounds as though people have just been scared to do so. And the things that we rely on, if you get in a car accident, you need some blood, then it doesn't come out of thin air. It comes from volunteers, and right now we're a little bit scarce. Not that the disease needs it; it's just that this is what everything needs.
What else? What's anyone else got to say? Does anyone else have some input on to?
Yeah, I mean, so my realization going through everything, because it was very surreal, everything that happened so quickly. I was at work one day, and then somebody was like, "Oh, this person's sick with the coronavirus," and it's like, "Oh, okay." Then they just closed down one small part of the external part of Milan. There was like a small city that this guy came from, and all he did was walk into a hospital, and they had to shut down the entire hospital because he caused all of the people to become infected immediately. Let's say, because they, that's their protocol. They have to do that. And, I think it comes to the point that in this situation, you always think that you're invincible. And I think that is our biggest, let's say, difficulty in this kind of moment, is that we all think, oh, well, I'm fine. My town's fine. I'm going to be fine. My family's going to be fine. Everybody that I know is going to be okay about this virus. Nobody's going to get sick. And it's like, I can't say this enough. It will come to your town. It will show up. Somebody will get it. They might be infected a little bit. Somebody that knows somebody will die. And that's the painful thing, is that I've already heard that from somebody that they work with. Their parent died because of this in Indianapolis. So it's not that you're invincible. It's nature. And this is happening, and we just have to accept it and take responsibility as a community to take care of each other and also take care of ourselves.
All right. Thank you so much, Bree. Bree, you're from Italy. You're living in Italy. Thank you so much. We have Trisha from Lancaster. We have Courtney and Coyle from Philadelphia. You have us. We live in Downingtown. You have Logan from Lancaster. We're dealing with social isolation. We're dealing with the crisis the best we can possibly can.
And it's the way of dealing with it is doing stuff like this. You guys have the ability to do all of this. Like, this is, I haven't. We're hanging out with friends that we haven't seen. We're hanging out with friends that we haven't seen in a couple months. We're hanging out with people that we've never met. I met Bree tonight.
Yeah,
I'm living across the road. I met Bree tonight. Like, tonight was a great night to me. Like, I feel like this should make.
What service are you using to help put this together?
Tyler, it's Whereby.
Yeah, this is called Whereby. So what we're doing here is just an example of how the fuck, we are dealing with social isolation. And the entire point of this was, Bree kind of took it home. She brought it home for us. But, there's a lot of scary shit happening right now. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of naive people in America that kind of think that the world revolves around themselves. And what I am speaking about, and I think that you can relate to, is that I have a lot of family that deal with a lot of health issues. And the fact that this is going on, I think about this every single day, every single hour, that the second that their immune system is affected before this virus. This virus, and when we look at social media, when we look at Twitter, when we look at TikTok, when we look at everything beyond that, that people in this country think that this is a non-issue. It doesn't impact them. It's not. It is something that doesn't impact them beyond that. There's something wrong. Go ahead, Logan. I know you have something to say about that.
No, it's the fundamentals. We just have to take a few steps back. I know that this day, and I like to say this day as compared to even the late 90s, we move at such a fast pace. It's hard to keep up. We're constantly on the treadmill. We got to open your eyes and just realize that it's not just business as normal. There's even if it's a short-term sacrifice, the decisions that we make to embrace it or to buck it, it honestly means lives. Even if it's just a law of compounding. We've got to keep that curb low. If we go over our ability to handle it at a capacity level on the healthcare system, we're talking about deaths. We're not talking about anything that's sugar coated. We've got to be careful. We've got to give those that are there on the front lines the ability to have a little bit of cushion as well, because they're gonna have their backs up against the wall for a bit, and they're the only ones keeping you from or a loved one from really getting into a bad position. So if anything, then heed the words that I'm saying in terms of you can't afford to be wrong, and do us all a favor collectively, to each other, to yourself as well, to the people that you care about. Do us a favor to go on the side of caution just once, because if there's any time to make the request, it's right now.
And Bree, last comments. You're in the forefront. You're in the first lines. Like, what would you suggest? We have a lot of people here on YouTube watching. Like, I think I said it. What would you advise to the people of the United States?
So I think that there's a silver lining with everything that's going on. I think we really touched on a lot of important points on how to deal with this. Just don't, fall into the whole statistics, because statistics are not correct. Do take care of yourself, but also take care of the society. But also the silver lining on this situation is that this gives us a chance to breathe. It allows us as people to step back from our daily lives that are always moving and to take care of ourselves and to reflect on the moment. So we're not, running to the next event. We're sitting at home and we're able to really digest what's going on. Yeah. And the best thing about it is that our planet can also breathe. And that's a huge thing. It's a huge step to allow ourselves to also, you know, nurture ourselves, but also let nature nurture itself. So, you know, as bad as the situation is, let's try to also keep a positive note and to get in touch with people like this, like in this situation right now, having time to connect with people that you haven't talked to in a long time. Do those things that really
Sure.
make you, you know, keep in touch with people. Do things that you don't usually do, because that's what really matters. So that's what I would say.
Amen. Amen.
Yep.
So, yeah. So, thank you so much for watching. This is the Painted Lions YouTube channel. For Bree, for Logan, for Trisha, for Coyle, for Nicole, for myself. Thank you so much for watching. Stay awesome. See you next time.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
And the Sixers win it! Wow! Oh man, Embiid just posterized Russell Westbrook.
You love the Philadelphia